The dramatic storyline of The Young and the Restless this time brings a series of surprises, doubts, and tense twists that will keep viewers glued to the screen. The disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon becomes the focus of Genoa City when both women suddenly and mysteriously disappear, leaving behind a series of unanswered questions. Is there a dark conspiracy behind this? Or is this just an unfortunate accident? With all the suspicions, the Abbott family, especially Ashley Abbott, who has mysteriously disappeared and returned after a long period of mental health treatment in Paris, will play an extremely important role in solving this case. It is worth noting that while everyone is focused on finding Phyllis and Sharon, some characters begin to suspect that Ashley may know more than she is letting on. Ashley Abbott and the surprise return after a long absence. Ashley Abbott returns to Genoa City, just before her daughter Abby and Devon's wedding. She has been undergoing treatment for dissociative identity disorder, DID, in Paris, a condition that has caused her to lose control of her personalities. It is important to Ashley to return in time to attend the wedding and help organize it, as her family has always been her main support. However, just days after the wedding, Ashley disappears again, and this time it seems no one knows where she went. Ashley's sudden disappearance raises even more questions about her. Is her departure related to the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon? Is Ashley somehow involved, or even behind it? Or is it just a coincidence that she disappeared right after Phyllis and Sharon disappeared? Strange events and strange voices. One notable element is the voice of the kidnapper, who is said to have a distorted male voice, but can be distinguished by differences in tone and pronunciation. This leads many to suspect that the kidnapper is actually a woman, and most likely Ashley, who can change her voice to hide her identity. In addition, during Ashley's absence, the Abbott family has faced a series of crises. Both Jack and Tracy begin to feel that something is wrong. When Ashley returns, her previous absence becomes even more mysterious. She seems very secretive, not sharing much about the reason for her disappearance this time. This makes many people wonder if Ashley is hiding something important related to the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon. Ashley's connection to the disappearance. Although Ashley is believed to be in treatment in Paris, some in the Abbott family begin to have doubts about her return. Tracy, with the perceptiveness of a sister, senses that something is amiss. Meanwhile, Jack cannot shake the feeling of unease about Ashley's prolonged absence. The unease seems to grow stronger when the abductor's voice becomes somewhat strange, suggesting a number of possibilities, including that Ashley may have been involved in a plot to cause instability in the Abbott family. Could Ashley have been involved in Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance? Was she acting in a dissociative state, controlled by one of her personalities? Or could Ashley have been forced into a plot, no longer able to control her actions? Viewers are left wondering these questions as the strange events continue to unfold in the coming episodes. The story continues to be full of tension and surprises. The successive events and unexpected developments make this case even more unpredictable. The relationships in the Abbott family are also being tested as secrets are gradually revealed. Although Ashley has returned, is she really who everyone thinks she is? And can she help the Abbott family overcome these challenges? Or is she the one who holds the key to unlocking dark secrets? The audience will definitely not be able to take their eyes off the next episodes, when each character has a story to tell and an important role in solving this case. As the outer layers of the relationships in the Abbott family are gradually peeled away, viewers will witness a complex story full of drama and unpredictable surprises. The Young and the Restless, the story that leads viewers through the complex and unexpected details related to the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon. This case not only intertwines the complicated relationships within the Abbott family but also makes the audience ask a series of questions. Is Ashley Abbott, who has just returned after a long absence, related to this disappearance? And are strange details, such as the faked death of Ian Ward and suspicions about the kidnapper's voice, clues to a larger conspiracy going on? Mysterious disappearances and new theories. Although there is no clear explanation, the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon has attracted the attention of all of Genoa City. When these two women disappear without leaving any clear traces, a series of suspicions begin to arise, especially about the people around them. First, there are questions about Ashley Abbott, who has just returned to Genoa City after receiving mental health treatment in Paris. Ashley's sudden appearance at this time has many wondering if she is involved in Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance. She was missing for a long time before returning just as Abby was preparing for her wedding, making people wonder if Ashley knew something about the disappearance. However, the suspicions about Ashley come not simply from her absence, but also from some strange circumstances that she accidentally revealed. The question is whether she was involved in the kidnapping plot, or was her absence just a coincidence? Although Ashley has returned, the events surrounding her, along with the secrets she is hiding, make everything more complicated. Ian Ward's faked death. While Ashley is the main focus, another important factor in the case is Ian Ward, a character who may have been involved in the kidnapping of Sharon and Phyllis. Ian, who was presumed dead during an attack by Jordan, suddenly wakes up after being declared dead. This raises a big question: was Ian really behind the kidnapping of Sharon and Phyllis? Fans of the show have speculated that Ian could be the culprit, but this is too easy and obvious. In the world of the young and the restless, every situation can be much more complicated, and nothing is as it seems. What makes viewers wonder is whether Ian really had the skills to carry out a kidnapping without being detected. Although he was presumed dead, the fact that he woke up in an ambulance suggests that his death was just part of a larger conspiracy. Is Ian really the culprit, or is he just caught up in a deeper conspiracy that he doesn't fully understand? The kidnapper and the strange voice. Recently, there has been news of a mysterious kidnapper who has been communicating with Phyllis and Sharon only through a speakerphone in an abandoned mental health facility. Curiously, the kidnapper's voice, despite being distorted, still sounds distinctly male. However, it raises an interesting question: if the kidnapper can distort his voice, why couldn't he use the same technology to make it sound completely different, or even change the gender of the voice entirely? If this is indeed possible, the kidnapper's voice sounding like a man could be a strategy to throw off investigators or Phyllis and Sharon's loved ones. But is it possible that the kidnapper is actually a woman? And if so, could there be some connection between the kidnapper and the characters who have gone missing previously on the show? This question opens up a whole new set of theories for viewers, as they begin to speculate about the complex relationships between the characters on The Young and the Restless. The kidnapper could be someone Phyllis or Sharon knew, someone they trusted but had no idea they were being stalked and manipulated. Or it could be a completely new character who has emerged from somewhere in the shadows and begun to carry out his cruel plot. With Ashley's return, the mystery of Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, and the intertwining of characters in the Abbott family, the story on The Young and the Restless will continue to captivate viewers with unpredictable plots. Family relationships will be tested, secrets will be exposed, and viewers will have to wait for dramatic developments in the upcoming episodes. Will Ashley really be the one to save the situation, or is she the character who causes chaos and unresolved tension? All will be revealed in the upcoming episodes. As questions about Ashley, Ian and the kidnapper linger in the shadows, the Abbott family continues to be at the center of the story. Family ties are tested in a powerful way as secrets are revealed. Ashley's sister Tracy senses that something is amiss with Ashley's return. She begins to notice unusual signs in Ashley's behavior and the shady actions surrounding her disappearance and return. Jack Abbott also cannot help but feel uneasy as he realizes that something is not quite right about Ashley's appearance. These concerns only add to the tension within the Abbott family, as each member faces his own challenges. On the other hand, Victor Newman, who has always been known for his insight and determination, becomes a key figure in the investigation. With strange events surrounding Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, can Victor uncover the truth and set things right? Or will he be caught up in a conspiracy that even he can't control? Conclusion: untold stories with the complex plot and characters involved in Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, The Young and the Restless will continue to keep viewers glued to their seats. Conspiracies, threatened relationships, and secrets constantly revealed, all create a story full of drama and surprises. Are Ashley, Ian, or the kidnapper really behind the disappearances? Or is there more to it than that? Viewers will have to keep watching to find out the truth behind these secrets, because on The Young and the Restless, nothing is as it seems. The Young and the Restless mystery and unrevealed truths. The tense and complex story of The Young and the Restless is pushing the audience into a maze of secrets, suspicions, and unpredictable relationships. With the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon, a series of questions have been raised, especially about the character Ashley Abbott. She is a person who has just returned to Genoa City after a long time of treatment for dissociative personality disorder, DID, in Paris. But her previous absence along with unexpected situations have made the Abbott family and the audience skeptical. Is Ashley really related to the kidnapping and disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon? And could one of Ashley's personalities be the one behind these terrible events? Let's explore the unrevealed truths and mysteries that are intertwined in this story. Ashley Abbott. The strange absence. When Ashley Abbott returned to Genoa City after a long period of treatment in Paris, everyone was surprised. The reason for Ashley's absence was still a mystery. While she may have informed her family that she was busy with work or that she might be returning to Paris, the fact that no one mentioned her absence made things strange. There seemed to be an unclear reason why the Abbott family did not question Ashley's absence, especially when the big disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon was making the whole city shake. Perhaps, this silence was a sign of a secret that no one in the Abbott family wanted to reveal. But is there a possibility that Ashley could not appear in front of her family for a long time? Could she have actually experienced another DID relapse? Could Ashley's other personalities have resurfaced and caused her to act strangely? Ashley's dissociative identity disorder, DID, dissociative identity disorder, DID, is a complex mental illness in which a person can have multiple personalities, each with its own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Before going to treatment in Paris, Ashley had been open about her struggles with the disorder. But during her absence, it is possible that one of her personalities may have resurfaced, which could have led to uncontrollable actions. While Ashley herself had no reason to torment Phyllis or Sharon, one of her other personalities may have had her own reasons for committing these cruel acts. Furthermore, when a personality resurfaces, no one knows what they will do. Could Ashley have become a different person, or could she have been controlled by a personality she could not control? One of the notable details is that the kidnapper refers to Phyllis and Sharon as subjects in an experiment. This leaves viewers wondering if Phyllis and Sharon are just test subjects, or if there is a deeper reason behind this. Are Phyllis and Sharon pawns in a larger conspiracy, and do they have anything to do with Ashley Abbott? The kidnappers may not only want to attack Phyllis and Sharon, but they may also be preparing for a larger experiment, one that we have yet to see. And if Ashley is indeed involved, what will happen when she realizes that her actions may have been the cause of this crisis? Ashley Abbott, the real person behind the disappearances? Ashley's return at the time of Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance, along with her strange circumstances and erratic behavior, has led many to suspect that Ashley may be behind the incident. However, with a disordered personality and the secrets she is hiding, things are not as simple as they seem. While the Abbott family believed in Ashley and thought she was just dealing with her illness, they failed to see the early warning signs. Was Ashley really just a victim of her own illness, or was she part of a larger conspiracy that she had no control over? This question becomes even more pressing as we see family relationships being tested. Tracy Abbott, Ashley's sister, may be the only one who senses that something is amiss. She begins to suspect that Ashley is not only dealing with DID, but may be playing a bigger game. Can Tracy uncover the truth before it's too late? Abbott family crisis. The Abbott family is going through a major crisis, with inexplicable events happening around Ashley. Her return and the strange behavior she exhibits have Jack and Tracy starting to feel uneasy. This situation only adds to the tension in the Abbott family. Can they find out the truth before it's too late, or will Ashley once again mess things up? Jack, who has always stood up for his family, begins to feel uneasy about the signs Ashley is showing. He wonders if Ashley is really just a good sister and mother, or if she is involved in a complex plot that he cannot see. Tracy is also constantly worried, because she feels she must do something to protect her family, even though she cannot be sure if Ashley is really involved. Conclusion: secrets still unrevealed with complex plots and unanswered questions. The disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon on The Young and the Restless continues to lead the audience into a mysterious maze. Ashley Abbott, a key character in the story, is facing huge challenges, as she has to deal with her dissociative identity disorder while protecting her family from the dangers that threaten her. Is Ashley really the one behind this kidnapping and disappearance, or is she just a victim of her own illness? With unexpected signs and situations, the story of the young and the restless is gradually revealing unknown truths. Family relationships, dark conspiracies, and complex personalities will continue to be the main factors that create the appeal of this story. Can Ashley free herself from these troubles, or will she be the last character to face the inevitable consequences? The Young and the Restless, there is no shortage of complex and dramatic plots, and the disappearance of Phyllis and Sharon is one of the stories that makes the audience unable to take their eyes off. However, one character seems to always be behind the fog of all events, that is Ashley Abbott. Her sudden return, after a long time of treatment for dissociative identity disorder, in Paris, seems to be more than just a return of a mother, but maybe the beginning of a dark and mysterious story that the audience has never imagined. Find out what's behind Ashley Abbott's disappearance and the theories behind it, as well as the possibility that a larger conspiracy is at work. When Ashley Abbott returned to Genoa City after an extended stay in Paris, she surprised everyone. It was no coincidence that she returned just in time for her daughter Abby and Devon's wedding. For Ashley, Abby's wedding was an important event that couldn't be missed, and she decided to return to not only attend but also help organize the big day. However, while Ashley's return was warmly welcomed, the strange thing was that after the wedding, she suddenly disappeared again. With a condition like these things are not surprising. Dissociative identity disorder, is a complex mental illness in which a person can have multiple, uncontrollable personalities. The fact that Ashley returned just as she was struggling with her condition and then disappeared again just after Abby's wedding left many wondering, was Ashley's disappearance a sign of another relapse? And if so, could her other personalities have resurfaced and caused her to act out? Ashley's dissociative identity disorder, a relapse? Dissociative identity disorder, is not an easily treatable condition and can recur at any time. People with can have two or more personalities, each with their own distinct thoughts, actions, and memories. Ashley had spoken about her condition before going to Paris for treatment, and upon her return, she continued to exhibit strange symptoms that led people to suspect that she might have had a relapse. So, if Ashley had a relapse of could this explain her disappearance? It is certainly true that Ashley herself had no reason to torment Phyllis or Sharon, but it is possible that one of her other personalities had a reason to do so. It is possible that Ashley may not be aware of another personality's actions, which could explain her recent erratic behavior. Another personality of Ashley's, perhaps an older one that she is unaware of, may have decided to do something cruel, especially if she felt threatened or hurt. The mysterious kidnapper and the experiments. A key detail in the Phyllis and Sharon kidnapping was the kidnapper's reference to Phyllis and Sharon being test subjects. This statement led many to believe that Phyllis and Sharon were not the main targets, but rather test subjects in a larger scheme the kidnapper was carrying out. This further raised suspicions of a more complex plot being planned in the shadows. If Phyllis and Sharon were just pawns in an experiment, then who was the kidnapper's real target? The question is Ashley really behind this plot? If it really was Ashley, why was she involved in such a cruel experiment? Could there be another Ashley personality controlling things without her knowing? And if Ashley was the one behind this, what would the end result be? The price of a secret. Is Ashley really the culprit? Ashley's lack of mention in recent times has left the Abbott family and the show's characters wondering if she was really behind Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance. Her return at the exact moment the event occurred and then her disappearance without a trace adds to the mystery. While the Abbott family has no suspicions about Ashley, these unusual signs have led some to question the possibility that she could be the real culprit. If Ashley was behind the disappearance, why did she do it? Did she have a deeply personal reason, or was she part of a larger conspiracy that she had no control over? These suspicions have left the audience even more confused and made the story more complicated than ever.